See this problem now. Pass necessary journal entries on the dissolution of partnership firm in the following cases. Two cases are given here and more 4 cases are given here. So total we have to pass journal entries for these 6 cases. This problem was asked in the board exam in 2017. So we will pass journal entries now. Case first. Now I am reading the case. L, a partner, was appointed to look after the dissolution process, for which he was given a remuneration of rupees 10,000. Here 10,000 remuneration is given to Mr. L. So entry of realization expenses will be realization account debit, $10,000 to L's capital account, 10,000, and narration will be remuneration to the partner. Remuneration to the partner. Then case second. Dissolution expenses rupees 8,000 were paid by the partner M. Here dissolution expenses were paid by the partner. So in the entry we have to pass the entry which shows amount payable to Mr. M. So the entry will be realization account debit, to M's capital account, amount will be rupees 8,000, and narration dissolution expenses, that is realization expenses, payable to Mr. M, the partner. Okay. Now the third case. See the third case. Dissolution expenses were rupees 5,000. So we will pass entry that these expenses were paid by the firm. So the entry will be realization expenses account debit to cash / bank account or only bank account or only cash account, rupees 5,000. Narration will be dissolution expenses paid obviously by the firm, as we are passing entries in the books of the firm. Now the fourth transaction. Now see the transaction carefully. P, a partner, was appointed to look after the process of dissolution, for which he was allowed a remuneration of rupees 7,000. P agreed to bear the dissolution expenses. Actual dissolution expenses rupees 4,000 were paid by P. Here they told us that Mr. P was appointed to look after the dissolution work and he was allowed a remuneration of rupees 7,000. It was his responsibility to bear the dissolution expenses. Actual dissolution expenses incurred were rupees 4,000 were paid by Mr. P. Okay. So the entry will be realization account debit rupees 7,000 to P's capital account, rupees 7,000. As the remuneration was allowed to P, it will be paid to him, and from that he will bear the dissolution expenses. So narration will be remuneration allowed or remuneration given, you can say, to P and dissolution expenses paid by him. Okay. Now the case fifth. N, a partner, was appointed to look after the process of dissolution, for which he was allowed a remuneration of rupees 9,000. N agreed to bear the dissolution expenses. Actual dissolution expenses rupees 4,000 were paid by the firm. Here they told us that the partner N was appointed for the process of dissolution, and for that he will be getting remuneration of rupees 9,000. Bearing responsibility of dissolution expenses also lies with Mr. N, but actually dissolution expenses rupees 4,000 were paid by the firm. So here first we have to pass the entry, that is the remuneration paid to Mr. N, and then as the dissolution expenses were paid by the firm, cash was going from the firm, but the responsibility of Mr. N, so his account should be debited. So we have to pass two entries here. First entry A will be realization account debit, rupees 9,000, to N's capital account. His account is credited by rupees 9,000 because it is his remuneration. So being remuneration paid, to N, this will be the entry. And then we have to pass the entry that as the firm is paying the cash from the firm's cash, their cash bank account should be credited, and responsibility lies with Mr. N, so his account should be debited. So entry will be N's capital account debit, rupees 4,000, to cash bank account, rupees 4,000. His account is debited with that amount. So dissolution expenses paid by the firm on behalf of N. This will be the narration. Okay. So in case fifth, we have to pass two journal entries. Now the last case, that is case sixth. This number is given here, Roman 6th. Now read that transaction. Q, a partner, was appointed to look after the process of dissolution, for which he was allowed a remuneration of rupees 18,000. Q agreed to take over stock worth rupees 18,000 as his remuneration. The stock had already been transferred to realization account. They told us that here he was allowed, partner Q was allowed rupees 18,000 as remuneration for looking after the process of dissolution. Instead of giving him cash, Q agreed to take over stock worth rupees 18,000 as his remuneration. So here, as no cash is going out, there will not be any entry of actual payment made. Similarly, neither for remuneration nor for stock taken away we will make any entry. This can be done. So in this case we may not pass any entry, or otherwise we can pass entry, that is realization account debit 18,000 to Q's capital account 18,000, and Q's capital account debit 18,000 to realization account 18,000. so the effect will be nil. So in this process, as one asset is going out and payment is adjusted against that asset, there will be no entry in case 6th. I have explained the reason, but again I will explain the reason to you here. First entry will be realization account debit to Q's capital account 18,000. This is the entry for remuneration allowed. And this will be A entry, and B entry will be Q's capital account debit 18,000 to realization account 18,000. This will be the entry for stock taken over. You can write as remuneration here, remuneration. So now see these two entries. Here realization account debited for 18,000, here realization account is credited, so effect will be nil. Similar thing in case of Q's capital account. Here Q's capital account is credited for 18,000 and here it is debited for 18,000. So ultimate effect will be nil. So we will not pass any entry in this type of transaction. Okay, that's all.